All right, so let's take a nice easy seat on the mat. The spine is still nice and long. And just bring your breath into your practice. And you might want to wiggle side to side a couple of times to make sure the sit bones are even on the mat as well. Just smoothing out the breath here. All right, now let's put one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart as we deepen our breath. Press your belly button toward your spine as you exhale through the nose. Now we're going to observe the breath as it comes in through the nose. Observe it as it goes past your top hand that's near your heart, and your belly presses against your bottom hand as your whole body fills with air. And now exhale, observe the breath in the opposite direction. Releasing, goes up past your heart, out through the nose. And inhale through the nose, following the path of the breath. And then as you exhale, you follow. And one more time, inhale, follow. And exhale, follow the breath. All right, let's bring the hands down. Palms facing up. We're nice and close to the earth, so we're going to scoop energy up from the earth, drawing the arms long, lengthening through the spine, reaching up, fingertips touch, and then exhale, and just wipe that area clean with your arms, just releasing anything that does not serve you. Inhaling up again. And as you exhale, just release everything. Inhaling now, and then just turn slightly to the right. And as you exhale, draw the arms down. So in a little bit of a twist here. Inhale up to center, turn slightly to the left, and exhale the arms down. Inhaling up, and again, we're just going to gently twist to the right. Inhaling, and exhale, gently twist to the left. Deep inhale, and now we're going to release the arms side to side, continuing to just wipe our space free of anything that we don't want in our practice. Bring your hands to your knees, arch your back, and look up. We're doing simple cats and cows here. Waking up the spine. Now the next time you're gazing towards your lap, hold here. And then sitting up nice and tall, bring your hands to your heart. Lean back, raise one foot and then the other. We're switching the ankles. If the foot raises too much right now, just switch your ankles and come back down. Okay? So we're going to move into those cats and cows a little deeper. So round your spine, bring your fingertips forward, and draw your elbows back as you look up. So nice deep cats and cows here. Inhaling and exhale as you go forward. Inhale as you look up. And then the next time your fingertips touch, bring the palms of your hands together. Draw your arms overhead. Now lean back and see how it feels to raise the feet. One foot and then the other, and maybe switch the cross of your ankles back. Okay? All right, we're going to start moving side to side. So the left hand is down by your side, right arm's up by your ear. Remember, we never press into the left hand. It's just kind of there, decorating the mat till to the left, right arm down, left arm up, tilt to the right. That hand might not even touch the mat for you right now. It's either gentle or lifted. Tilt. Try and keep the sit bones grounded here as you tilt to the right. Yeah, extending through the side. Now when we come to the left here, just hold here for a moment and see if you can actually feel your skin stretching over the rib cage. Okay. And then come back to the other side, to the right. See if you can feel that skin stretching on the left side. So we're going to come back over to the left now and put the left hand on the left thigh and make some big opening circles here. Draw the arm forward, out, up to the left. Reach, reach forward, out to the right. Big circles here. Extend the spine. And the next time you're over to the left, just stay here, extend your left arm, and start to draw your right shoulder back as you look up. Take the arms overhead, tilt over to the right, place your right hand on your right thigh, and make those big circles again. With the left arm this time. So see if you can feel all the different parts of your body, the joints that are participating in this movement. And the next time you're over to the right, stay here. Extend the right arm and then roll the left shoulder back as you just look up. Inhale, bring your palms together, bring your hands to heart center, lean back, raise the feet, and let's go ahead and uncross the feet. So the feet are now hip width distance, the knees are bent. Okay. Remember I said we're going to do a standing hip opener series, so while we're down here, we'll go ahead and do our core. Okay, the feet are planted, the arms are forward, and with a nice long spine, we're going to lean back until you feel your core engaged. A nice little core challenge point here, okay? And we're going to stay right in this position and open the arms. And bring them forward. Now take the arms up overhead, arms by the ears, and bring them forward. All right, this time, as you open your arms, if you want to add your right leg, tap the toes down, arms overhead, see about adding that right leg. Tap the toes down, we'll go to the left. Open the arms, left leg might lift. Tap down, arms overhead, left leg. Tap down and release. All right, how's that going? Everybody good? Remember the leg lift is optional. We're going to do 2 times on the right and 2 times on the left, arms forward. Remember the spine is long, we're in core engagement here, and we're staying right here. Arms out, right leg up, tap down, arms overhead, right leg up, tap down, staying on the right, one more time, out, tap down, arms overhead, tap down, let's go straight to the left, out, tap down, arms overhead, tap down, there we go, one more time, out, tap down, arms overhead, tap down, and release. Is your core warming up, everybody? Yeah, okay, well, let's start on the left this time. Yay, I know. So we're going to start with the left leg, and we're going to go 2 times left, 2 times right, and then we'll be done with this one. All right, so spine long, take it back, okay? Remember, you can always stop lifting the leg, okay? Make sure that this practice is working for you this morning. All right, here we go. Left, tap down, arms overhead, Tap down, staying on the left. Tap down, arms overhead. Tap down, moving to the right. And tap, arms overhead. And tap, one more right. And tap, and up. Oh, tap, woo, release. All right, inhale and exhale. Let's just wiggle around for a moment. Okay, we'll do our obliques in a minute, okay? So we're not going to do them from here. What we are going to do right now is come to hands and knees. Okay, and we'll just loosen up the hips a bit here by taking the arms forward. The knees are under the hips. We press the hips back toward the heels. Gently come forward and back. Just thinking about releasing the hips a bit. And now we're going to come to tabletop. So remember, you can have your hands a little forward of your shoulders, right under the shoulders, whatever feels better for your wrists. You can also do these standing. If your wrists prefer to be straight up and down, you can work on fists. We're going to take the right leg back, tuck the toes, slide the left arm forward, and lift the right leg and the left arm. Now keeping everything long, just tap down and bring it up. One more, tap down and bring it up, and bring your hand and your knee back to the mat. The left leg slides back, right arm slides forward, up, tap down, take it up, tap down, one more, up, tap down, and bring the hand and knee down, and then come to your child's pose. So in child's pose, your forehead is connected to the earth. Your arms might be forward, your arms might be back, your hands by your feet. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, make a pillow with your hands. And now float your way up to a nice downward facing dog. Lifting the hips, and then pedal the feet, one heel toward the mat, the other heel toward the mat. One heel down and hold, and switch sides. Now both heels down and hold, and journey your feet to your hands. Hands to the thighs as you half lift. Forward fold, and float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. And release. We're going to do, we'll do a sun salutation to make sure the whole body is warm and strong. That's what sun salutation does super best. So let's come to the top of the mat. Feet hip width distance. We're in mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. Float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive, folding from the hip creases with a long spine, hands down. Hands to the thighs, hips back, look up, hands down. We're going to step back with the right foot, and we're going to stay in this lunge for a moment. Okay? We're just hanging out in this lunge, starting to feel that left hip. Inhale and exhale. And then come into a plank. It could be knees up and you just step back with your left foot. It could be knees down. You bring your right knee down, take your left leg back. Start with whichever one is going to work best for you right now. And then elbows back and slowly chaturanga. We really want to feel those arms here. Make those arms work. Hands under the shoulders. Slide the shoulders toward the ears, down the spine, lifting the heart, shining it forward for Cobra. The work is coming from the spine, so lift your hands. Good, and release. Now we're going to find our way to downward facing dog. So a nice table to dog is always great. Lifting up from a more of a plankish position is also good. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to take that right leg up and take a nice big step forward. We want to come back into that lunge with the right knee over the right ankle. So just wiggle your legs until you're in that position. Looking forward. Inhale and exhale. Breathe into that right hip. It's working for you. And now we're going to take a big step forward with the left foot. Hands to the thighs, half lift. Forward fold. Now think about your feet being super grounded and your upper body being super light as you reverse swan dive. Float the arms out as palms touch and hands come heart center. And release. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Spending a moment, a few breaths in that lunge. Float the arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Swan dive. Keep going. I'm just stopping to check things out here. All right. Hands to the thighs. Knees bend. Hips back. Look up. Half lift. Exhale. Hands down. Stepping back with the left leg. Yes, I love left leg is back. I love that I can see you guys. Right knee is over the right ankle. And just hang out here. Check in with your right hip. How's it doing? How's your left leg doing? Good. Now find your way, knee up or knee down plank. Come into your nice strong plank here. Yeah. And really feel those arms as you move slowly into your Chaturanga. These look beautiful. Okay. Arms down. All right. Let's change things up for this back bend here. Take your elbows under your shoulders. We're going to come into a Sphinx here. So elbows under the shoulders. Forearms are on the mat. Your palms are face down. And then just roll your heart forward and up and feel that nice little stretch all the way to your belly. Inhale and exhale. All right. Now go ahead and release. Bring your hands under your shoulders and come to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale, feeling grounded and nice and even in the down dog. Okay, we're going to be taking the left leg up here and stepping forward. Now the left foot might only come up this far. That's fine. Just arrange till your left foot is far enough forward that the ankle's over the knee is over the ankle, and then lift your back leg and you'll be back in that lunge. Checking in with the left hip in this lunge. And then big strong step forward with the right foot. Yes, hands to the thighs, half lift. Heart is shining forward. Forward fold. And we float the arms out and up as palms touch. And hands come heart center. And release. Okay, so we're going to be doing hip openers, which is also going to require balance. Okay, so if you want to be near something, like even just within arm's reach of a wall, just move over there. Okay, all right. So where you're comfortable. And if you're not near something that you can touch and you start to lose your balance, then you just bring your foot down. All right, so let's start with a long spine, a calm mind, a steady gaze. Bring the hands to the hips, and we're going to slide that right foot forward. Now we're working from the hip to the toe, from the hip crease to the toe. We're not doing this kind of thing. and we're just going to lift the leg only. Tap the toe down. Keep the gaze steady. Leg comes up, taps down. Leg up, tap down. Now take it out about halfway to the side, up and tap down. Up and tap down. Up and tap down. Now take it almost behind you, up and tap down. It's completely different here. We're really using the glute, up and tap down. Try and avoid the leaning forwardness. Just work that leg. Take the leg out to the side, up, 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 and back to the front, up, 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 and release. Woo, shake it out for a second. Wiggle those hips. All right, we're going to go other side here. Hands to the hips. We still want our steady gaze, right? That's going to help. And we're sliding that left leg forward and up, tap, up, tap. Everything else is still, just that leg, up, tap, up, tap. Now take it halfway to the side, tap, up, tap, up, tap. Now halfway behind, up, tap. There's your glute. This is when you really want to start leaning forward, but try and stay as erect as possible here, up, tap. Now leg out to the side, and tap, 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 and now leg forward, and tap, 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 and bring the foot back. Woo, shake it out. Come into your mountain pose, and just close your eyes for a moment and breathe. All right, so now we're going to put the hands on the hips, and we're going to move the knee in a forward and back movement. Okay, so go ahead and bend your knee, and we're going to take the knee across the body in the front and to the back. Is this making sense? This is really, whoa, moving balance. Goodness gracious, very challenging, especially if it's your more challenged side. Side to side, and then come back to standing. Whew. All right, other side. See how this side behaves. Yes, and remember, just touch something if that makes you feel better. Yep. Or just bring the foot down if you start losing it. Like that, and bring it down. All right, let's take a few breaths here. All right, who has one more challenged side? Yeah, okay. Inhale and exhale. So just keep working on both sides, but keep allowing your more challenged side to just improve. The things that we're doing here are really improving it. Okay, we're going to take the legs wide now, slightly wide with the toes turned out. Okay, and remember I said we're going to do obliques. So take your knees, bend your knees, and bring your hands to your chest. Okay, so my palms are facing down, my hands are to my chest. And then I'm going to turn toward the right gently and center. Okay, if you've been ever told, don't do deep twisting, then keep it gentle. Okay, now we're going to turn to the right, extend the arms, and come back. All right, we're going to go to the left with the elbows bent, and center, and open to the left, and center. Okay, so we're going to do 2 times with the elbows bent to the right. So it's side, center, side, center. Now long arms, center, long arms, center to the left side. Center, side, center, long arms, center, long arms, center. All right, we're going to start to the left this time. Okay, so with the bent elbows to the left, 1 time, long arms. 1 time to the right, elbows bent, long arms, 1 time. Now 2 times to the left, side, center, long arms, center, long arms, center to the right, side, center, long arms, center, long arms, center. Reach your arms way up as you straighten the legs, reach up to the sky, and as you bend your knees, draw your arms down, crisscross, opposite hand to opposite elbow. Now you don't have to hang your head if that's not comfortable for you. You can go halfway or you can even be up here, ragdoll around from some place that is working for you. And as you do it, think a lot about the legs and hips. Oh, can you feel it as you bend and straighten those knees? Can you feel your legs working? Now think about the shoulders. Add the head, nodding yes and no. Just going deep, deep, deep. We're going to come back to center here. Calm everything down. Bring the hands to the hips. And then just come halfway up. Oh, we're going to take a couple of breaths here because we've been here we were, in forward fold for a while. And then come up with a nice straight spine. Inhale and exhale. Heel toe your feet together and shake out the legs. All right. Everybody good? Let's use those nice open hips and the stability that we worked on in our Warrior 2 now. So take your legs wide and turn your right toes forward and your left toes in at an angle. Right toes are facing. So your heart is facing forward. Your right knee is over the right ankle. You may need to look down to see that. Your left leg is super strong. Your shoulders come over your hips. And your arms are exactly in line with your shoulders. So check them out. Yeah, nice. And now take your gaze past your right fingertips. Okay. Inhale and exhale. We're going to take the left hand to the right hand and then draw back like an archer and open up. Oh, we should do this on Monday too because it's like Valentine's Day, right? Hand forward and draw back and open up. Left hand to right, draw back and open up. And then bring the arms overhead, all 10 toes face forward, left toes out to the side, left knee bends, arms in line with the shoulders. We're checking the placement of the left knee, make sure it's over the ankle, the right leg is super strong. Arms are exactly in line with the shoulders, gaze is forward. Right hand to left, draw back, archer. Right hand to left, come into archer. And right hand to left, archer here. Okay, now we're going to, from here, step the back leg to meet the front. And shake it out. All right, so that required some balance too. Let's find mountain pose. Hands by your side, palms forward, heart is shining forward. Close your eyes and just observe your energy. All right. And if any part of your body is instructing a particular movement, go ahead and move into that. Just let the body just mellow out before we start coming back down to the earth. And if you have something that you want nearby to keep you warm in final relaxation, like a blanket or a sweater, or maybe you just want an eye pillow, whatever you want, have that nearby for when we get to final relaxation. We've got other stuff to do. All right, so let's breathe here. Mountain pose at the top of your mat. Okay, we're going to float the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Guess what? We're going to half lift and bring the hands down and step back into that lunge. The right leg is back. Left knee is over the left ankle. Now just think about, how's that left hip feeling? Okay, so we're back in communication with our left hip. We've done a few things. Does it feel the same? Does it feel different? How are things going back in that left hip? And then find your plank. Remember, knees up or down, your choice. You can mix them up in any practice. If your knees are up, roll onto the tips of your toes and then Chaturanga. Okay, all right, so now we're going to just lift into a nice little Cobra and take the hands up as we shine the heart forward. So a hands-free Cobra here, release, finding your way to downward facing dog. Lifting the right leg up, step forward with that right foot, come into that lunge again, and communicate now with your right hip. How's it doing? All right, so what we're going to do here is step back into downward facing dog. Okay, so we did that sun salutation, we did both hips, we've checked in. Now we're just going to come into our downward facing dog, knees to one side, hips to the other, side to side. And then come back to center, and as you draw your knees down, see if you can get them to the mat at the same time. Sit off to the side and find your seated mountain pose. Feet are flexed, spine is long. Feel your sit bones in good contact with the earth. We're going to do a 3-part forward fold with a long spine. So take your arms up, lengthen through the sides of the body. Okay, with your feet flexed, folding forward from the hip creases, reach your arms long. And then let your hands drop. So some people might have their feet here. Some people might have hands on shins. Some might have hands on thighs. Take your gaze towards your big toes. The spine is staying long here. Inhale, draw the arms up nice and long. And then just take your legs a little wider apart. They're in a V here. Turn your palms forward. Once again, reaching with a long, long spine. Keep your feet flexed. I'll bet you feel those inner thighs. Take your gaze past your fingertips. Your palms are on the mat. And then reach the arms forward and up. Bring your hands down by your side. We're going to come into Cobbler's pose, Badakanasana. So go ahead and take the soles of your feet together and see what happens with your knees. Okay? You're going to draw your heels towards your hips, but if your knees are starting to pop up too much, draw your heels away from your hips. If your knees are still uncomfortable or highly popped up, put 6 inches in between your feet. So find where you belong in this pose this morning. You're going to feel some stretch in your inner thighs, okay? But we don't want it aggravating, and we also don't want to be sitting here like this. That's when we know we need to take the heels farther away from the pelvis. Now reach up, stretch through the sides, turn your palms forward, and folding from the hip creases, reach those arms long, palms come to the mat, gaze past your fingertips. Ooh, there they are. There are those inner thighs. And feel free to move your feet farther forward if this turned out to be not comfortable for you or just way too much of a stretch. Now draw your arms forward, up, hands down. We're going to help the knees back up, and we're going to go through that sequence one more time. So legs are long, seated mountain pose, feet are flexed, arms are up, folding long, reaching, hip creases, hands come down. Gaze toward your toes. We're keeping the spine long. We're not rounding the spine right now. Breathe. Now take your arms long and up. Take your legs to a V position. Turn your palms forward. Inhale. And as you exhale, keeping the feet flexed, bring the palms of the hands to the mat. Press your hands into the mat as you look up, and as you exhale, melt back into your forward fold. Keep gazing past your fingertips with a nice long spine. Inhale, draw the arms up. Bring them down and come into your Badakanasana. Okay, so remember those feet can be as far away from the pelvis as is appropriate for you this morning, and the feet can also be separated. Inhale, float the arms up, palms forward. Exhale, palms to the earth, gazing past your fingertips. And once again, if your heels are uncomfortably close to your pelvis, you can slide them away as well. We're always paying attention to what the body's telling us here. Breathe. Long arms, draws up. Hands down by your side, and we always like to help the knees up here because those inner thighs have been working hard and stretching, so we're going to give them a little assistance here. Now we're going to roll down, place the spine on the mat, hands by your side, and gently let your knees just open and close. Just think about releasing everything here. Now bring your legs side by side, and we're going to take the arms out to a T and do the very gentlest windshield wipers you can. Knees right, gaze left. Come center, knees left, gaze right. Super gentle here, thinking release, release, release. Side to side. We started knees right, gaze left, so the next time your knees go left and you gaze to the right, you're probably even. Take your feet back to hip-width distance apart, and we're going to do our hand movements with the arms long so you can feel them all the way from your fingertips to your shoulders. Extend your hands and then bring the fingers in. Extend your hands, wiggle them, and bring your fingers in. Extend. Separate your fingers as wide as you can. Wiggle them and bring them in. Now rotate the wrists one direction and the other, and bring your hands down by your side. Take your knees to tabletop and point and flex the feet. Circle the ankles here one direction and the other. And now hug your knees in and rock from side to side. A nice little spinal release here, side to side. Hold on to your right shin or hamstring with both hands And bring your left foot to the mat. See if that left leg wants to extend any amount. This is the Arda Apanasana, so it's the wind removing pose. Arda means half. We've got one leg in. Now bring your left leg back in. Hold on. And both hands to the left shin or thigh, whatever is working better for you right now. And then if that right leg wants to extend any amount, go ahead and let it. And draw your right knee back in. Bring both feet to the mat. One final time here. We're going to just let those legs gently open and close. And then bring your hands down to your side if they're not already there. And you scan your body from head to toe. And as you're doing that, if anything is telling you to change position, move, you can experiment with straightening the legs or bending the knees as you look for your final relaxation position for this morning. Letting the body instruct the movement. And when you are nice and comfortable, settled on your mat, nice and whatever you have and whatever you need nearby, inhale through the nose and slowly exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And slowly, as you exhale, release your body onto the earth. Let the earth do all the work now, supporting you in your final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Allow your breath to deepen. Invite movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And on your next inhale, draw your arms long overhead. Extend the legs. Exhaling, draw the knees in. Give yourself a nice hug. Find your way over to a side. And as you're ready, come up to a nice, easy seat. And as you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.